Hi everybody, welcome back. We're making a classic grilled cheese sandwich. We're using some tomatoes and sourdough bread. So it's a grilled cheese tomato sandwich on sourdough. I have 4 slices of delicious sourdough bread here, some salt and pepper for seasoning, and a lot of sliced Roma tomatoes, sliced fairly thick, some salted butter, and 2 kinds of cheeses, provolone and Colby Jack. Both are very melty cheeses. So let's start preparing our sandwiches. So I have some sandwich spread like mayo. So we're first going to butter one side of our slices. So be generous because we're going to be putting it on a pan and you want your bread to become crispy and deliciously brown on the outside. So this is the outer side of your sandwich, and I'm using salted butter for flavor. Now we're flipping it over, and on the inside we're going to use a light sandwich spread like mayonnaise. Mayo helps prevent your bread from getting soggy with the tomato, and it's slightly acidic, so it goes really well with the cheese and the tomato that we're going to layer it with. Okay, now we're going to start with our cheese first. Some provolone slices. These are 2 very different cheeses and both work well. Okay, on one side, and then layer it with tomatoes generously. Now you can choose to deseed your tomatoes, but not really necessary. Some salt, some fresh ground pepper, and now for the Colby Jack, which is a mix of Monterey Jack cheese and Colby, and this way you see the 2 colors in it. So I'm going to just take out a slice and put it on top here. Another slice. Over there. And flip up bread with the buttered side showing up. I'm going to prepare the other sandwich and we'll be ready to grill our sandwiches. I have a pan that's heating on the stove at medium-low, and I've assembled 2 sandwiches here. So I'm going to gently lay them on the pan. Because it's well buttered, so your bread should start toasting and browning almost immediately. And we're going to close it so that the steam and the heat melts the cheese. Give it about 2-3 minutes till you see the cheese melting. It's been about 3 to 4 minutes on medium-low, and can you hear that sizzle? The cheese is melting. I'm going to flip it over carefully now. Quick flip. Okay, another quick flip. See how beautifully it's browned? So we're going to give it another 3 minutes or so. Same heat, covered, and we'll be ready to plate. It's now been about 3 minutes on the other side, and I'm taking the lid off, and we're going to begin plating. First sandwich, I'm taking my second one off, and I can hear the sizzle of the cheese on the pan. The cheese is really melty, so the top might fall off, so be really careful. So I'm gonna pile up both first and use a bread knife, a good sharp bread knife, and get into it by making a cut first. We're gonna cut it diagonally. Gently, because remember your cheese is now really soft and melty and very hot. You get the crunch of the bread, the beautiful crunch of the bread. Okay, and we're ready to plate. So I'm going to take 2 of those halves, and look at that. How beautiful that looks. And the third half goes on. See how gorgeous that looks. I can hardly wait to take a bite. There you go, your melted, gooey, delicious grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato on sourdough bread is ready for you to try out and enjoy.